Hello, beautiful souls. This is your energy forecast for October 19th through October 25th. I'm Portia with Stone Card Studio, and this week we move into week 43, which is guided by the Four of Spades. The Four of Spades is a card of spiritual structure, discipline, and building solid foundations. Also, Monday, we enter into a new moon in Libra, which adds a powerful dose of reset energy, especially around relationships, balance, and the way we structure our lives. So let's explore how this grounding yet transformative energy weaves through the week via astrology, numerology, and cardology so you can align your week with clarity and confidence. So this week in astrology, the sun completes its time in Libra and moves on to Scorpio late Wednesday around midnight Eastern time. So this is going to signal a collective shift in energy from outer harmony to inner transformation. And this week also begins with the new moon in Libra on Monday, which is going to offer a clean slate in realm of relationships, boundaries, and balance. So this is really a powerful time to set intentions around how you give and receive energy, about redefining your partnerships, whether it's romantic or business, or even the relationship you have with yourself, creating more beauty and structure in your environment. And you're going to feel this energy even more so as the week progresses and as the energy collectively shifts from Libra season into Scorpio. And the moon is also going to be traveling through Libra, so you're going to feel more balance and peace and with that new moon reset. And then Scorpio, once it's in Scorpio, the depth, the truth, the emotional power. And then once the moon moves into Sagittarius, then you're going to feel more expansive, more freedom. So the new moon is going to start us off with a general reflection, intention setting. And by midweek, Scorpio is going to have you digging a little deeper into your emotions. And then by the weekend, Sagittarius is going to bring a renewed optimism and then forward thinking energy, which is going to be perfect for planning for the next season here. So let's talk about numerology this week. So we're still in October, which is Universal Month 1. So the theme of new beginnings and identity upgrades continue to ripple through everything. And this week, we're going to cycle through day 2, which is Sunday, intuition and cooperation, inner listening. That's what the number 2 represents. So you'll probably be feeling that more so on Sunday. And then as we get into Monday, which is also the new moon, that's day 3. So day 3 deals with creativity, communication, lightness, right? A little lightheartedness. Watch out for worry, doubt. That's the shadow side of the 3. Day 4, which will be Tuesday, you're probably going to be thinking more or less about structure, planning, making efforts to plan for something. Day 5 is getting interesting because day 5 and Wednesday are both ruled by Mercury. So you may want to communicate more with others, or there may be some communication issues in your relationships that may come to surface. But also, 5 is also the number of change and flexibility and adaptability. So you're going to learn how to be flexible that day as well. And it's going to lead you into day 6, which is Thursday. You're going to be thinking about healing, maybe that self-healing, where responsibilities you have to yourself and others, maybe doing things around the home on day 6, which is Thursday. Day 7, which is Friday, you're going to take time to kind of reflect on your week, right? Be in more solitude, have some more insight, be more introspective on Friday, which is great because it's going to lead you into Saturday where you're probably a little more action oriented, right? Because 8 is the number of abundance, right? Manifestation. So you really want to dive into that. But also on day 2 on Monday, which is perfect for the new moon because 2 and 7 are the numbers of the moon. So you want to definitely slow down on Monday and plant those seeds of intention. And by day 4, you want to reinforce the spades energy of the week, which is number 4. So you want to set up like some rituals and make sure you have the support that you need. So by Saturday on day 8, you can push your vision into action, right? You've already laid down the groundwork for the week. And so now you have the energetic green light to take action on the things that you've set intention for on the new moon on Monday, right? It should be able to start to seed your intentions through the week. And then also on day 8 on Saturday, you should start to see your plans come into motion. So this week in Cardology is represented by the Four of Spades, which is the card of grounded growth and spiritual structure. So this week invites us to basically create habits that protect peace, right? Because four is the number of mental health, so you definitely want to set boundaries. That's what four is about: structure, boundaries. You want to build emotional resilience. Four is easy to rebound back because if you build those boundaries, there's no you won't have an issue with building that emotional resilience as well. So strengthen your foundation of your daily life. Or maybe that's a daily ritual where you do breath work, you go for short walks, meditation, something of that nature, just to set the peace and the tone in your day. And also, the Four of Spades ask, are your rituals serving your higher self or keeping you in survival mode, right? That's something to reflect on this week with this card. Another thing to think about is do you have a spiritual routine, or are you just winging it? Right? Are you consistent with your routine, right? Because remember, four is the energy of planning and structure. So, but the shadow side of this energy could be resistant to change, right? You don't want to change, right? You're stuck in that box, and that's what fours do. Sometimes they get rigid. Maybe you have a fear of failure, right? And so learning how to control your fears. Again, four is the number of mental health. So maybe speaking to a professional or a counselor. Maybe you're feeling stuck in a routine without a purpose. Maybe you're doing something that doesn't have any benefit for you or no longer serves you. So maybe you need to trim that away. But this is a great time to do that. 'Cause guess what? This week we have a new moon, so you have reset energy working for you. So this becomes incredibly fertile ground for establishing aligned habits and intentions that are both soulful and sustainable. And this is not about, chasing anything, not about hustling, right? This is about controlling your fears and choosing what supports your nervous system, your vision, and your values, right? Make sure to set healthy boundaries. And that's really what this week is about. Setting intention, also coming up with structured routines that are going to help bring more value into your life. So this week energy guidance is early week, which is Sunday through Tuesday. We're going to be under the Libra new moon, which is day 2 through 3. So this is the perfect day to set your intentions under the new moon of Libra. So you're going to focus more on harmony and relationships and balancing your schedule. And this is great for breath work, candle rituals, or vision journaling. Definitely you can look at my line of candles, Divine Align, or get one of my journals and definitely take advantage of those rituals. Midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, Scorpio moon, day 4 through 5. You're going to tap into more deep emotional truths and also learn how to create boundaries that support your peace. Now, again, Wednesday, day 4, you're going to feel more of that Four of Spades energy. So this is your double anchor moment, right? So this is your perfect time to start a habit, build a system, or finalize a plan on that day 4 energy. Now, on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the moon moves into Sagittarius. And after all that grounding, the weekend is going to help you expand your vision. So you're going to take aligned action towards long-term goals, explore something new, especially aligned with your spirit and your freedom, right? And so this weekend is going to be very conducive to that. Now, this week journal prompt is, what new foundations is I'm ready to build, and how can I structure my life to support the person I am becoming? So this is a great question for this week because, again, we have the new moon on Monday. So you can start to think about who you want to become during this new moon cycle, right? You have a fresh new 30 or 28 days, 30 days approximately, to actually set your intention and take action to make the transformation that you seek in your life. So to recap the week, this week's theme is Foundation First, under the guidance of the Four of Spades and the new moon in Libra. Let your intentions be rooted in peace and create systems that are only sustainable, but also that serve your spirit, not just your schedule. You don't have to overhaul everything. Just one aligned change can transform everything. I always tell people, just become 1% better than what you were yesterday, right? That 1% will compound. You don't have to make a major change so soon. Now, if you want to go deeper and become a paid Substack member, you'll get early access to my weekly energy forecast videos, along with my daily energy reading posts, and access to Numi, my AI virtual assistant, which can answer any questions you may have about your life via numerology and give you some personal insight on the go. And if you want a one-on-one with me, feel free to book a session. Just go to my website, or if you're looking to find candles and journals that align with your purpose, please check out my Divine Aligned candles. They're on my website. Just click on the shop. All the links are in below. The candles and the journals will help you keep your spiritual ritual in style and substance, and also give you more clarity and confidence as you move along in your journey. So stay radiant, stay aligned, and I'll see you next week.